Welcome back, everyone. In this segment, I will go over the Lions game against the Packers from last week for you. The Packers started out by the Lions end up winning the coin toss and decided to defer. The Packers took it the length of the field and got an opening drive touchdown on a Jordan Love touchdown pass. Later on in the game, the Lions went on a 9-minute drive and could only kick a field goal, which ended up being very telling, even though it was in the second quarter that it happened. Then just before halftime, Jared Goff threw an interception, which potentially wiped out a scoring drive for the Lions. And then also, they didn't take a timeout when they ought to have, with just under a minute to go, when it would have been lucrative for them to do so. So at halftime, for the first time in about a year and a half, they only had a field goal to show for their efforts, and they were down, I believe, 14-3. And then in the third quarter, they went on a long drive, and Jared Goff got sacked, which took away another potential touchdown from them, and they had to settle for another field goal. And I think at that point, it cut the lead to 14-6 or 17-6 by that time, if I'm not mistaken. And then towards the end of the game, or later on in the game, the Lions were backed up in their own end, and Jared Goff took a sack and it was almost a safety, but he got knocked outside the end zone. And that was about all she wrote for the Lions. And although the Lions did get a touchdown towards the end of the game, by that time it was too little and too late for the Lions to beat the Packers. And the game clearly showed how the Lions' offensive line was anything but cohesive. You could clearly see that they need Frank Ragnow. You could clearly see that Tate Ratledge was a rookie, and even Taylor Decker got beaten on a play. It may very well have been the play that either re-injured the shoulder he had operated on or injured his other shoulder. So that's something to keep an eye on, to be sure. In the next segment, I will go over Caleb Williams' career against the Lions, as well as Jared Goff's career against the Bears. Stay tuned to the Detroit Lions home opener special on Ed's Sports Channel.